We're back for another e-commerce review. Today we got Kin Euphorics. Super pumped to dive into these guys. My name is Antonio Sundquist. I'm one of the co-founders of Active, here with my co-founder Daniel and our designated customer, Jeremy. Jeremy, give us your hot take. What do you think when you first dive into the site?
Uh, yeah. To be honest, I'm looking through it, scrolling through it. I'm a little bit confused right off the bat. If you want to go, just scroll all the way up to the top of it real quick. So, so I'm looking at right away. I'm thinking, is this an energy drink? But then I'm seeing beam up to wind down in the first couple of words. I'm just a little bit confused. So just keep scrolling down a little bit here. Um, it looks like they're going after a pretty specific demographic. I don't know. The colors look good. That's kind of what I'm looking at it, but honestly, a little confused at what it is. Even like the text, even like the text in the middle there. I'm just trying to figure it out, kind of. Drink looks good. That's what I'll say, but what exactly it is. My first impression is it's an energy drink. And so it's kind of my takeaway right away when I'm looking at it.
Yeah, I think, and this is good. I think, Daniel, one thing that we talk about with these here, the first, what they call hero image, the first thing you see above the folds, the first thing you land on the page. This is like really precious real estate for e-commerce brands. And it's your time to shine and be very direct on what it is you're selling. And unless you had never heard of this, unless you've heard of this brand before, you're going to land on this page and be like, what am I getting here? They're very like brand heavy. Everything, like the site itself is beautiful, but even with this is like clearly probably one of their manifesto maybe. But you still don't know what it is. And even when you look on the can, a functional beverage for modern, what does it say, modern rituals? What does that mean even? And I guess if you read this, you're getting some of the ingredients, but again, you're still trying to figure it out. And I think that's like the cardinal rule is with a direct consumer brand, you want to make sure that the consumer is spending the least amount of time possible, burning the least amount of brain calories, trying to figure out what your brand is and what you're trying to sell. That's kind of my hot take. What about you, Daniel?
Yeah, I think what they're doing well, they're doing on the front end. So when we're gonna look at the ads in a little bit, they're doing the heavy lifting there.
Yep.
And they're making it so like it's this sexy, non-alcoholic, like mystical, euphoric boost. Like it's like this, it's like the ether, it's like this other, right? So I think that's partially when you're looking at this, you're like, what is it? That's probably a good thing for them because you almost, and I'm going to do like a little unboxing because I have one of them. So we're going to look at it a little bit, but like, I'm going to show you, I've tried this stuff. I still don't know what it is. Like it's good, but I don't know what it is. So that's the other thing where it's like, I don't know. It's great though. It's cool. And I think what they're trying to do is kind of make it like that, right? It's a new section of what you've never really done. So like, if you go on an alcohol website, like vodka, do you have to explain what vodka is and does? No, it's like the cool vodka, blah, blah, blah. Like they know what it is. So I think that's part of it where it's like, these are nootropics and that's what they're trying to go to, a functional beverage. To move away from like this is why we're using this for this reason, and like this is cool, you should get it.
What are your thoughts on the banner 25% off your purchase of 48 cans, trying to get people to buy in bulk?
I think that's fine. I don't know, maybe they tested through all their purchases and found that was going to be a really good offer. I think if you click on shop now, 48 cans is very expensive. Six cans itself is, so it's $200. So I think if they show the discount on there, if you add it to cart, what would that be, $50 off? So it would be worth it if you're gonna do that and if it's gonna show up. But I don't see it showing up anywhere unless you add. Maybe you have to put Canapalooza in the
Oh,
for the discount. But anyway,
yeah.
that's okay. The banner's fine, but I will say that you're probably going to be more effective in other ways.
Okay, this is nice. Well, first, moving to the product page now. I like the subscribe encouragement. I like this. This helps. Okay, what's in it? How does it help? What I might want to see on here, on this how to use it section, wait for it. No. A video. It'd be really cool to see maybe a video here with like a sample drink or something. Reviews and other recommendations. Okay.
Yeah, this is their newest one. Click on the Kin Dreamlight one. That's going to help kind of get a more fuller understanding, because I think that's a little bit more like a bit older product. Or
Okay, yeah, here.
as new. So if we go down, I think they've got more reviews. They've got some different elements. They've probably tested out what works. They show you kind of how to use it. And then the refer a friend is okay. We've tested that out, and when you do get people to do it, it can be good. But like, I don't necessarily think I would be doing that on the page. I would rather do it on like the post-purchase experience. So when people, after they've purchased, I would try to get them to refer a friend and share it with other people so you can get $10, because you're going to get a lot more people who are on the post-purchase experience doing that than who haven't even purchased and are on your product page.
Do we, one thing that we've seen on other e-commerce product pages is the amount of reviews up here.
Definitely. I think you should have that. You should have the reviews up top for sure.
Because like when you just look at these, you might be like, oh, is there only 5?
I don't know how many reviews are. That's the other thing where like I would rather see like 691 reviews. I know that they have had 1, 2, 3, 5 really good reviews in the last 4 days, which is cool, or 5 days. But show me that this has 700 or 7,000, because that's going to help me make a better decision. Because 60%, I would say 60% or more people, base their decision off of reading reviews.
What are you saying, Jeremy?
I was just gonna so why reviews up top? Is it just so people can see them faster, or is there more behind that?
Yeah.
It's social proof. Yeah. So you don't have to put the reviews up top. You just have to say, X amount of like reviews at an average of 4.7, 4.8, 4.95. Like that's really important in the customer journey.
Mm-hmm. And then here,
is there any upsell when you add to cart?
No, there wasn't.
Really? So there's no offer to like bundle, or so if you remove this and add
let me try because that was the bulk, that was the Big Mac Daddy. So let me just do a 4-pack. Nope.
Okay. Yeah, that's another thing. This is something that you definitely should be having additional products, because I'll show you guys later. Like I bought multiple products from them because I want to try them out. And I think if you just put recommended products, which is super simple, easily increase your average cart value.
Yeah, do they have like a sample pack? Maybe, maybe not. Just go to the full collection. Oh, this is interesting. It's got all of them. Combo pack. Okay.
Yeah, so you have the combo pack for the spritzers, and then
is it like a psychological thing when you see like a recommendation or something like that? That like, why is it going to increase the average cart value?
You talking about the reviews?
Yeah. Well, no. Look at Amazon. No. When add a cart, like look at Amazon. They have so much data. and you understand that Amazon always has a recommendation when you're checking out, because it works. And we've seen it with clients and founders where like just setting that up could increase your cart value by, 10, 20, 30%. When you set that up, simple, like that's it, nothing else. And we even have 10% of people making that choice because they're not thinking, what else should I go get? They're thinking, okay, this is what I want. I'm going to go to the next step and the next step. Humans are fairly simple creatures, right? So like we just have to make sure that we're guiding them along. So that's what we found. Like you're going to increase our average cart value by giving them an opportunity. And usually you get about 8 to 15% of people actually taking that action.
Guys,
Gotcha.
I love this. This should be on the homepage, in my opinion. I completely understand the ads thing. We'll look at the ads in a second here and how the ads are educating. But like, we had to come to this page to really understand what it is. And I think this is a really solid copy. A drink for every mood, and then goes into this. Like, sweet. Sign me up. Moving on to the ads here. Phenomenal. I mean, these are great. They got UGC. They've got a bunch of different styles. They've got some, static with like motion. Got the classic pour with copy. I mean, yeah, these guys are crushing it. I'm looking to see some of the copy here if they are educating on what it is. Functional beverages for modern rituals, maybe. Here we go. Okay, an entirely new category of non-alcoholic beverages. Yeah. And I wonder with brands like this, so like I'm for the most part a sober human being. I don't really drink alcohol that much. And I find that a lot of these brands are word of mouth, actually. Like you tell your friends about them. So I wonder if they have a lot of that going for them too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's interesting you bring that up because they have that refer a friend thing. So maybe that's like their way of kind of tapping into that a little bit.
When I think of the best ways to ground myself, it's honestly just sitting in my park by my house, having some light wave, see the beautiful branding. It has been such a shift.
Wow, that was a 9-second ad. That was great. I would swipe up on that. Overall, let's give these guys a grade. Jeremy, what do you got?
I think homepage throws me off a little bit, but once you get a little bit deeper into it, I think it gets better and better for the most part. So I think these guys for me, they're going to get an 8.5 out of 10.
All right, I'm gonna do a little presentation because I've got the actual product here. You can see it here.
Yeah.
Really cool unboxing. I don't think you can read this, but it says the future of Revelry is in our hands with a little QR code. Really cool unboxing experience. They also provide, which I was gonna say in another box, they didn't have anything like this, but they have a how-to mix. Right. And a little recipe. I love that. It's absolutely fantastic to add this. And I think they also provide more recipes, which is perfect. So I do think this brand, I give it like a 9.3. This is probably my highest grade I've given so far. I think it's excellent and a great brand. They've got great marketing. They've got great branding. So overall, 9.3.
I'd give them, maybe a 9.2. I think I agree with you on a little bit of the confusion, Jeremy, but having looked at their ads now, I think it makes sense. And now, being someone who is a non-alcoholic drinker, I'm going to go buy this. I want to try this. And I love the branding. I think they crushed it with the branding, the vibe, the feel, everything is very congruent. The bundle thing, I would look into. Ken, if you're listening to this, I would look into the bundle thing. We always talk about how that's precious real estate in the checkout. Why wouldn't you offer some suggested products? And you never know who's gonna bite. So yeah, Ken, we love you, big fans. This is probably our highest grades we've ever given. on these e-commerce reviews. So, but if you're ever looking for anything, looking for any e-commerce help, feel free to reach out.